All right, John, as they enter the night, a game and a half back of the Giants, who already trail 2-0 in the first inning against the Brewers up in San Francisco. We are all set for game 2 here, and here's what the situation is. Dodgers a game and a half back in the West. The Braves 3.5 up in the East. The Phillies have gotten hot again, winning 4 in a row to get back into second place in that division race. Welcome inside. Hope you're having a great week so far. Joe Davis and Or Hershiser. Remember back in late July, you said this team's going to need a great month. Well, they've had it, and if they had not had it, with the way the Giants have played, they would be finished, but they've gone 20-6 this month.
Yeah, we'd be looking at a wild card. Now we're still hunting the division, and I'll tell you what, they have had a great month. There's only been 1 month better, and that's the Tampa Bay Rays in their May. Other than that, these Dodgers are near the top.
Mostly because of their pitching, right? But last night it was the offense that got things going. They hit 4 home runs in the 5-3 win.
Yeah, and the pop has always been there all year. Sometimes you'd like some small ball in between to kind of smooth out the curve, but Max Muncy coming out of a slump, maybe that swing did it. This guy, Smitty, he has been hot, and he is getting RBIs by the bunches. Seager needs to get going, and so does Betts on his bobblehead night. Hit one. Those 4 home runs was a big key to the victory.
As the Dodgers set themselves up for a chance to win the series tonight, we've got a great pitching matchup for you. It is a rematch of Game 3 of the World Series last year. Walker Buehler for the Dodgers and Charlie Morton for the Braves.
Yeah, Walker Buehler overall has had an outstanding year in the Cy Young race. When you think about Walker Buehler and the slow ramp up from the beginning of the year, every month his ERA has come down. He started in April with something over 3.16. Well, here we go to August with a 1.35 and gone down every month. You know what? It's been different tools at different times. This month it's been about the curveball and the slider. The cutter and the fastball have always been there as the foundation, but the breaking stuff right now has made him a mystery, and when he needs a strikeout, he can get it. And talking about a breaking ball, Charlie Morton, there's only 2 guys in the big leagues that throw more breaking balls than him, and that'd be Rich Hill and Smiley, who we saw last night. So this guy is going to throw him some breaking balls, and has been hot of late. Look at those last 18 starts.
Morton for the Braves, Buehler for the Dodgers. Middle game of this 3-game series as the Dodgers try to finish off the month of August 21-6. We've got first pitch coming up on Sportsnet LA.
Stadium. It is already August 31st. First of all, where has the time gone? In the month of August, the Dodgers pitchers have a 2.26 ERA. Last night, Julio Urias was fantastic. Today, we have Walker Buehler on the mound. He is a top Cy Young candidate. I mean, Jerry, how fantastic have they been, plus the bullpen?
Our bullpen, really, in my opinion, has been the best bullpen in all of baseball. We've asked so much out of them, and they have delivered. Our starting pitching, led by Walker Buehler, who in my opinion will be the NL Cy Young Award winner, has been outstanding as well.
I mean, Walker Buehler, Max Scherzer, Julio Urias, and the bullpen, everyone, including Clayton Kershaw. So much fun, so much going on right now for the Dodger pitching staff. But let's get inside to Joe and Oral.
All right, Kirsten and Jerry, as they try to win this series against the Atlanta Braves. Behind that man who tries to continue to put touches on this Cy Young resume. Faces off with a good lineup tonight, and it looks like this. Ozzie Albies will lead it off for Brian Snitker. Then Soler and Freeman both went deep last night. Austin Riley bats cleanup for the catcher Travis d'Arnaud out of the 5 spot. At short, it's Dansby Swanson. Adam Duvall, second in the league in home runs and in RBIs. He homered in last night's game. And Jock Peterson, who came off of the bench last night, starts with the righty on the mound tonight. Time for the Indeed player resume. Walker Buehler, and you were touching on this right off of the top. Better and better as this season has gone on. I mean, June and July get to the point where it doesn't look like he can get much better, but he's found a way.
Yeah, he figured this out in the offseason. He's always been a slow starter in his ramp up, and he said, you know what, I want to be ready right from April 1. So he got off to a good start, but he has improved on that start every single month. And if he can continue this crescendo into September, you are looking at the National League Cy Young Award winner.
8 earned runs allowed in his last 9 starts. That includes last Wednesday in San Diego. Gave up just 1 unearned run over 6 2/3. Going deep into the game again. That's been a hallmark of the season. A season where he says he's no longer trying to just blow it by everybody. And part of, in his words, growing up. Dodgers won 5-3 last night. We're all set for game 2. Buehler winds and throws, and off we go with a fastball strike. All 3 runs for the Braves last night came off home runs. Only the Giants have hit more this year. Off-speed pitch misses, 1-1.
With Walker Buehler, you know how big he's a big game pitcher. Well, these games are big for him and they're big for the Dodgers. So I don't think he's going to lose any focus here in this start or the rest of the year.
Weak fly ball to left for A.J. Pollock. And Albies is the first out of the night. Walker Buehler started game 1. He started game 6 against these Braves in the National League Championship Series last year and allowed just 1 run over 11 innings in those 2 games. Braves missed him when the Dodgers were in Atlanta in June. And even if he had faced them then, he wouldn't have faced this guy. Jorge Soler came over at the trade deadline from Kansas City and has been a different guy since putting on a Braves uniform. Fouls back a first pitch fastball. Over the last 9 games for Jorge Soler, he's hit 5 home runs. He just kind of flipped that one out last night on a good pitch.
You know, he has got some power to all fields, and his trajectory on some of these home runs, they look like they're routine fly balls like that one from last night, and they still make it with his strength.
Another thing we were touching on last night that he's improved on since coming to the Braves, he's not striking out anymore, and he's walking a bunch, which is never part of his game. On a 1-1 from Buehler, he hits a big bounce at a Turner at third. 2 up and 2 down here in the first.
Walker using all his tools. Like to see that 2-seamer early, not the big ego with the 4-seam fastball, but already gone to pitching.
From one dangerous hitter to another, and Freddie Freeman. Mentioned just 1 run allowed by Buehler against the Braves in the championship series last year. That came on a leadoff home run or a first inning home run from Freddie Freeman in game 1. Reigning MVP. Didn't look much like it over the first month and a half, but it has looked like he's pretty much always going to look since mid-May. Takes a changeup that misses, 1-1. And even with that bad first month incorporated, he's 5th in the league in home runs. He's 5th in on base. He smacks one on the ground to short. There's Seager, and there's a 1-2-3 first on 9 pitches for Walker Buehler. The Dodgers come to bat against Charlie Morton when you come back. Up for the middle game of this 3-game series. Trey Turner, of course, leads it off, and then Muncy, who hit his 29th home run last night. Mookie Betts homered as well. Justin Turner bats cleanup tonight with Corey Seager hitting 5th. Will Smith doing the catching. A.J. Pollock in left, and Cody Bellinger with the right-handed starter. And the lineup hitting 8th against 37-year-old Charlie Morton, who got off to a bumpy start. He had an ERA above 5 after 8 starts, but the ERA is around 3 since mid-May. And he's pitching at Dodger Stadium for the first time since pitched the final 4 innings of Game 7 of the World Series for the Astros. And his 14th big league season. Deals an 0-1. Turner fouls it off 0-2. What does he bring to the table, Oral? StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
See the curveball on top. That usage is number 3 in the big leagues as far as how often that comes. And the 4-seamer, that is the window that the curveball comes out of. So that's what the combination the Dodgers are going to have to hit.
Turner gets this one off the end of the bat, and center field Jock Peterson will put it away. Yeah, only Rich Hill and last night's Brave starter Drew Smyly throw that curveball more. And neither of those guys as effective as he is with it. The league hitting 124 against his curve.
First baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
1 gone first inning. Here's Muncy, who opened last night's scoring and last night's home run derby with his 29th of the year. All 5 Dodger runs, all 3 Braves runs came off homers. Takes ball one.
Home runs could be the key to the equation tonight again. When Morton gives up a home run, his ERA is over 5. When he doesn't, it's just over 2. And these Dodgers, when they hit a home run in August, they're 17-1. So you've got parts of that equation right there that says if the Dodgers can hit one over the wall, they're going to be in pretty good shape.
When they don't in August, they're 3-5. That is foul, and it's 1-2. Tied for second in the league with those 29 home runs. Muncy is. That is a 3-way tie with Adam Duvall of the Braves, who got his 29th last night, and Pete Alonso of the Mets.
Hitters will tell you that if they're missing the pitch they should hit, that's when they're in a slump. Well, Max got one he should hit last night and didn't miss it.
He swings through this one half-heartedly. First strikeout of the game for Morton.
This is a between swing. Is he reading fastball or curveball? And you can tell Max thought, oh, that might be the curveball to be in the dirt. Tried to hold up, and then he goes, no, fastball.
By the time he discovered that, it was by him at 97. Way harder than Charlie Morton threw early in his career. Mentioned he's in his 14th year. He had 7 below average injury-riddled seasons in Pittsburgh, and then he goes to Houston and changes his career. His first one to Mookie Betts is in there for a strike, and that is something that he started doing a lot more when he got to Houston, throwing that four-seamer up. Changed the mix. Dropped his arm slot a little earlier in his career. And he says just kind of developed more of a killer instinct, killer mentality when he's on the mound. He's ahead of Betts 0-2. And the big thing, as with anybody, is he's stayed healthy. He's a guy that underwent Tommy John, hip surgeries, torn hamstring, all keeping him from really hitting his stride early on.
Has a very smooth delivery and kind of comes at you, not in a lazy manner, but very conventional. But then you really see that quick arm speed at the end when his front foot hits. He has got some nice arm speed and movement, and of course the ability to spin the baseball.
Deals another 0-2, and Betts hits it gently left side. Riley's got it and throws him out. An 11 pitch 1-2-3 first for Charlie Morton. We're off and rolling in LA. Joaquin from Maywood, and how about this, Oral? His favorite players are Joe Kelly and Oral Hershiser.
Wow. He must be a historian.
You can join Junior Dodgers for a chance to be the Junior Dodger of the game at Dodgers.com/JR Dodgers, or have really good parents.
That's right.
Austin Riley fouls off Walker Buehler's first pitch. Buehler sat him down in order on 9 pitches in the first inning. And now faces a guy having a breakout season. 5th in the league in average, 5th in the league in homers. Here in his 3rd big league year. Yanks this one down the line, foul. 0-2.
It's a scary lineup to go through if you're not hitting your spots, because these guys can hit mistakes a long way.
Well, that pitch was a yard off of the plate, but he still goes around. And Buehler has his first strikeout.
It's a perfect example of a scary lineup that if you make your pitches, you know what? They're going to be cheating a little bit, looking for the power. And that's a big time. I'm going to anticipate a fastball, and no, I got a slider 3 feet outside.
The first of what they hope is many tonight. And they hope is 10 to get everybody a jumbo jack tomorrow. 0-0 game, 2nd inning. Up comes Travis d'Arnaud, who swings at the first pitch, drives a fly ball to deep right. Betts is running back onto the track to the corner to get it. Mookie takes it away. 2 gone.
Nice catch, but I was worried about the wall and his hip. That impact is not something that the Dodgers would like, and you know Mookie would not like. And I think he gets the right hip against the wall. Hopefully his elbow took most of the impact, but wow, very nice route, good timing. Thank you, Dodger fans, for not getting in the way.
I think it was his left hip, right? And the injury is in his right hip. 2 gone for Dansby Swanson.
Yeah,
ball 1.
Glove side left hip. You're right. Or correct.
Yeah, right. It gets confusing when you turn left, right.
Yeah.
2-0. Career highs in homers and runs batted in, and the most that a shortstop has ever had for the Braves in homers. On a 2-0 from Walker Buehler. Swanson lays off. Ball 3. Couple Vandy boys going at it here. Couple first-round picks out of Vanderbilt. In the case of Swanson, first overall to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Four-pitch walk, first base runner of the game.
Left fielder number 14, Adam Duvall.
2 gone for Duvall. Second in the league in homers and in RBIs. One ball, no strikes.
5 balls in a row. And he was locked in. I don't know if the Vandy against Vandy at bat got a little personal and started to overthrow a little bit, loses rhythm.
That is 6 straight misses. That one not particularly close either. The Giants already in a 4-0 hole against the Brewers. Johnny Cueto, who was placed on the COVID list yesterday, comes off today. He was on the COVID list because of contact tracing, tested negative, no symptoms. So he's pitching, but giving him up early. Giants have lost 3 of their last 4 games, and the Brewers are very hot, 14-6 over their last 20. So they're down 4-0 in that game and facing Brandon Woodruff. Giants loss and a Dodger win tonight. Dodgers would be within a half game for the first time since July 7th. He's back in the zone there, and it's 2-1. Two and two.
Back in the count with a fastball and then that little slider right there.
Swanson off first as the 2-2 comes home. Fouled into the glove. Strike 3. Pitches around the 2-out walk. Bookend carries in a scoreless second. Dodger Stadium in a scoreless game to the bottom of the second inning. 70 degrees first pitch temperature. Cooler tonight. Starting to feel a little more like postseason baseball. Even though sometimes in the postseason around here it's still in the 100s. 1-2-3 first inning for Charlie Morton. Here's Justin Turner to lead off the second, and he takes ball 1. Turner homered against Morton in the World Series last year. It was game 3. Walker Buehler went 6 innings, gave up just 1 run, struck out 10. Dodgers got 5 against Morton. And then this would have been the game 7 matchup had it gotten there. Charlie Morton would have been pitching for history. There's only one pitcher that's ever been the winner in separate World Series Game 7s. Bob Gibson. 3-1. It's amazing. This guy's gone from back and forth between Pittsburgh and AAA and the injured list and struggling for much of that time to such a good postseason pitcher. It's down the left field line for Turner. First hit of the game for either side. Juggled by Duvall, and Turner coasts into second with a leadoff double.
Over this Dodger hot streak, this offense has not been at its full potential, but now that they're all healthy and hit in the same spots in the order a lot of times, time for them to get going, and they won't reach that full potential unless Justin is swinging the bat like that.
Well, Turner was 0 for his last 13 coming into this series. He's 3 for 5 so far against Atlanta. And Charlie Morton, who's been very good overall this year, has been less good the more traffic there's been. First base runner of the game against him. Out there for Corey Seager. Ooh. Went around, strike one. Seager had one of the 4 home runs last night. Oh, 0-2.
Last night he wasn't rolling over to first. He was going oppo with some backspin. That's the swing that Corey wants. That's the A swing.
The Dodgers trying to duplicate their early game success last night. All 5 of those runs came over the first 3. Only had 1 hit after that. Man,
they are struggling. They are really struggling. Using multiple signs, of course, with a man on second. Either Charlie is trying to go way off track with something he normally doesn't do at all. Or he just likes the delay.
Now he fires 0-2 and wraps it around the plate, ball 1. Well, the brilliant Rob Arthur for Baseball Prospectus did a piece about how games have gotten longer, and not because there's more stuff happening, but because the gaps between pitches are longer than ever. And he argues at the end of it, the only way to fix it might be the pitch clock. Seager down swinging. Second K for Morton.
Man on second, no outs. You want the out to be a strikeout or to the left side so that Turner can't move up. He gets the punch out.
Up comes the hottest Dodger, Will Smith, who hit his 4th home run in his last 5 games last night. He's driven in a run in all 5 of those games. First one from Morton is down and away, ball 1.
The last 5, he has attacked the fastball. He has spoiled some breaking pitches. He has built some really good hitters counts with discipline, not chasing. But when they've had to come in the zone, he has hit it and hit it for power.
Two and 0. And you don't drive in a run per game since the All-Star break without being exceptional when you have the chances to. Trying to take advantage of Turner's leadoff double. He's ahead 3 balls, no strikes. 3 straight curves from Morton.
Charlie's a different pitcher from the stretch. I mean, his numbers get worse from nobody on to men on to runners in scoring position. And I think it's definitely a timing and an effort thing of when all of a sudden he gets adrenaline, a little pressure, when he gets traffic, all of a sudden his timing is off a little bit. And if you're a disciplined team like the Dodgers, don't chase that breaking ball. You're in a better place.
That snaps a string of 6 straight curves. He's back in there with the fastball. Going to something, trying to find the feel.
What took him so long to get to the sign when he just went right back to a curveball after that long delay? Right. It's like I expected to see something like he never throws like a changeup or something.
Eephus.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Well, when we talked about part of his evolution, part of him turning into such a good pitcher has been kind of that killer instinct. It's hard to have a killer instinct and a killer vibe out there, intimidating presence, if you're taking so long. It's a strike, and it's 3-2. Hitters talk about kind of feeling like they're on their heels when somebody really works quickly.
Yep.
It's the opposite of that.
Two fastballs to get back in the count.
And now on 3-2, another, and he takes it. 3 straight curves to make it 3-0. 3 straight fastballs taken, 2 gone.
Will Smith looks like he just doesn't believe he'll throw him 3 fastballs in a row, and he does.
Number 11, A.J.
Convince him what's coming and throw the opposite.
Two gone. Turner still at second, and here's A.J. Pollock. Average dipping just below 300 with an 0 for 3 in game 1 last night. Great defensive play, though. Made a diving catch. Finds it with the curve. Learned that pitch from A.J. Burnett when he was in Pittsburgh. Released that grip on the pitch. And it wasn't until he went from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia for a very short stint that he started throwing it more. Different stops of his career, he's had different advice. In Philadelphia, it was throw the curveball more. Houston, it was throw the 4-seam fastball more. But all with that kind of modern philosophy of if you have a great pitch, throw it. Modern in the sense that throw it more, like throw it a lot. And of course, always, since they've been playing baseball, you're going to throw your best pitches, but really emphasizing those good pitches and throwing everything else out.
The transformation that Rich Hill's career made when all of a sudden he went to his best pitch and threw it in any count. And then he also started changing arm angles with the breaking ball.
If you got it, flaunt it.
Yep. As long as your elbow can take it.
Since Charlie Morton turned 33 years old, he's 4th in the majors in wins. It goes Garrett Cole, Zach Greinke, Max Scherzer, and then just ahead of Clayton Kershaw, Charlie Morton. His 2-1 to Pollock is outside ball 3. Inning began with a Turner double. He's at second as a 3-1 comes back into the zone and runs it full.
AJ was in the on-deck circle when they went 3 fastballs in a row and watched Will Smith just watch the last one and strike out. He's got a predicament here. Fastball to get the 3-2. Does he stick with it? Or does he go back to his number 1 curveball?
Fastball, and it rings him up to end the inning. Leadoff double, then 3 consecutive strikeouts. No score after 2.
It's time for this.
Look at Clayton Kershaw's first Cy Young winning season in 2011 when he was in his 4th year in the majors. For Walker Buehler, technically his 5th year in the majors when you include that September call-up his first season. And the numbers are very similar. Kershaw ran away with it that season. He was first in ERA. He was first in wins and strikeouts and in WHIP. Roy Halladay was a distant second in the race. A little tighter competition this time around. As Jock Peterson takes ball 1 and a cutter. Buehler is first in ERA. He's 3rd in wins. He's 5th in strikeouts. Corbin Burns probably the biggest competition at this point, but still a month worth of starts to be made. Now with the 2 scoreless innings so far tonight, Oral, his ERA is right at 2. And there's something special about if he were to get it below 2. You don't want to say that it makes everything else a moot point, but it's going to be hard not to give the Cy Young to a guy who has a sub-2 ERA. Dribbled along first and foul.
He's throwing the ball the best of any of them, and maybe the numbers don't show that completely, but as far as the length of time that he has thrown the ball exceptionally well at an elite level, I think he is the guy right now. I mean, Max Scherzer could throw his hat in the ring if he has an unbelievable September. Julio Urias could throw his hat in the ring if he has an unbelievable September. But right now, I think it's Walker's to lose. But there's a lot of pitching left.
Corbin Burns 2nd in ERA. He's got a 2.27 after beating the Giants last night. He's 2nd in strikeouts to Wheeler. Now Zach Wheeler leads the league in strikeouts and in innings, but he's 10th in ERA. 2-2. Peterson tomahawks this ball way back and gone. That patented high arcing home run from Jock Peterson and an elevated fastball opens the scoring. 1-0 Atlanta.
Talked about it last night. Nose to his toes on a fastball, never comes off of it. This is a very hard pitch to hit for a home run. He does an amazing job getting on top of this. I mean, that's almost shoulder height, and to keep the barrel up above the ball, because as you swing the bat, the barrel's going to drop, so you got to start it above and keep it above it. It was fun to watch when he had the Dodger uniform on.
Yeah. One ball, 1 strike on Morton. And so the Braves 4 runs in this series on 4 solo home runs. Talk about how many fearsome hitters there are in this lineup. How many guys you feel like can hurt you if you make a mistake. As Morton goes down swinging. Yet they trailed the Giants in home runs. Which lineup is scarier? It's not even close, is it?
No, it's not close at all. It's just amazing how the Giants are continuing to hit home runs, and the theory there is to only sit on an area that you can do damage, and they've been doing it.
Back to the top, Ozzie Albies. Change up. Strike 1. Albies flat out his first time. Two.
Jock Peterson's about the only guy in this lineup so far that Walker really has had a kind of an ego with. Maybe Swanson, 2. But other than that, he's been pitching and changing locations and changing speeds.
Here he goes. Change up, cutter, curveball. Change up, cutter, curveball, change up. Tough play. Muncy makes it.
It's a really nice play. He's got to speed up the charge so that he can get to the ball and Albies, and because of that little bit of hustle and reading this right there, he decides I got to go for it, and that was a great decision. Think about all the things he's determining, whether he's going to stay back and tag the bag with his feet. Is he going to let it go foul? And he's like, I got to go get it.
Soler with 2 gone, hits one on the ground. The Data wins as Trey Turner scoops and throws to end the inning. Jock Peterson with a leadoff home run, and after 2.5, 1-0 Atlanta.
Presented by Budweiser.
World champion Dodger baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by the SoCal BMW Centers. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. And by Jack in the Box. Try Jack's new $3 spicy tiny tacos and $4 loaded spicy tiny tacos. Cody Bellinger leading off this 3rd for the Dodgers. Swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, and on an 0-1 he gets another and fouls it off. Bellinger at this point not going to be in the lineup most days when there is a lefty on the mound. The return of Mookie Betts from the injured list. There's not really room with Bellinger's continued struggles, even as good as he's been defensively. One and 2. Bellinger's 4 for his last 38. Last extra base hit was 2 weeks ago tonight. Leading off the 3rd. Taking it low. Check the swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morton deals. Just misses. Full count.
Edgy. And he gets the call.
Morton's payoff. Pulled the first, backhand Freeman. Smooth play. 1 gone.
You can hit it hard, but you can't steer it. Wow, that was a nice pick.
Walker Buehler.
One away, 3rd inning. Here's Buehler. He takes one down the pipe for a strike.
Darno behind the plate came out like, did that ball get chopped and it's out here in front of me? But he didn't know it went backwards.
Played it off pretty cool though. Just kind of stuck his hand out like, I just ready for the ball.
It was a little comedic relief.
You need that in a game that can grind you down.
Sure do. You love teammates like that, ones that can really play the game but also can loosen up the bench.
Good take. Dodgers just one base runner so far. Leadoff double from Justin Turner last inning. Morton then struck out 3 straight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's worked it full.
If you can't hit it, take it.
I'm not sure he's hitting Morton's 97-mile-per-hour fastball, which makes it interesting. He's stuck with a curve. It's in there, strike 3. 5th K, 2 out.
The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Dodger Stadium. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today.
Trey Turner with the bases empty and 2 gone. Kind of guy that can start a 2-out rally with the best of them. Out in front, strike 1. The Dodgers got those 4 early home runs last night, but since the 4th, they're 3 for their last 27 and have not scored since Seager's home run. On an 0-1 from Morton. Turner fouls it off, 0-2. '50th pitch of the night is by him. 97-mile-per-hour fastball to get Turner swinging. That is 6 Ks through 3 for Morton.
$2,700 fans have been vaccinated here at Dodger Stadium. So for all of you fans who haven't been just yet, come on up to Left Field Reserve. You can come up here and get your vaccination. It's easy, it's free, and you can leave with 2 tickets to a future Dodgers game. So make sure you guys swing by Left Field Reserve, guys.
All right, Kirsten, as this game moves along to the 4th inning, 1-0 Atlanta on a Jock Peterson home run. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Braves. Orange County native Freddie Freeman leads things off and takes strike 1 out of El Modena High School. He grew up a diehard Angels fan. Went to the World Series. He's 13 years old. The Angels were in it in 2002. His whole family still lives in Southern California, so Freddie always enjoys coming to play the Dodgers. Scrapes this one off of the deck, slap back to Buehler for the first out of the 4th.
Number 27, Austin Riley.
First basemen always appreciate a hard throwing pitcher when they have a comebacker, that they do the opposite foot throw.
Oh, right.
Kind of the way Max throws the ball into the pitcher too, and I saw Albert does that too. They step with the same foot as they are throwing with, so it just takes off the velocity and just kind of bloops it to them.
Strike 1 on Riley. You see some pickoff throws when it's not even close over there. The guy's just drilling.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
If the guy got a base hit off you and you're mad,
Well, right.
throw it towards their ribs.
Walker Buehler would never do that. You would never do that.
I didn't say I would.
But you did. right?
I had a tendency, yeah. I definitely threw the ball hard and low to base stealers. I didn't want them to be able to just kind of saunter back and save their energy. I was trying to take some energy and wind out of them, so if they did run, maybe they're a half a step slower.
Off the end of the bat, flared into short right for a base hit. Riley 1 for 2.
Number 16, Travis d'Arnaud.
Great pitch. Good swing as far as getting it on plane. The bat shatters. The ball goes exactly where he wanted it to.
One on, one out for the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. It went deep to right his first time, but a great catch by Mookie Betts. Would have taken away a home run. It's right at the edge of the wall where Betts caught it. d'Arnaud hooks one towards the left field corner. They were playing him the other way, so that's down, and a mile to go for A.J. Pollock. Riley's headed home, an RBI double for d'Arnaud, and it's 2-0 Atlanta. Both runs driven in by former Dodgers.
Both balls not hit very well, but both hit in the right place off the end of the bat. One to go short of the outfield, one to go way out in front and down the line. And the Dodgers defense was way around to left center. So A.J. Pollock had a mile to come over and get that ball.
So it's 2-0 Braves, and here's Dansby Swanson, who walked on 4 pitches his first time. Exit velocities on those 2 hits, 73 and 84. Got to be 95 before you're considered hard hit. If you're Walker Buehler, though, and he is somebody who studies the numbers and very smart about the numbers, he may look and see his batting average on balls in play being exceptionally low, the lowest in baseball, and figure that there's probably some more of those coming. Turner at third. So we get Swanson.
Number 14, Adam Duvall.
Two 2-0 Braves, 2 gone in the 4th inning. Here's Adam Duvall, struck out his first time. One and 0.
I'm really not worried about Walker Buehler and giving up the 2 runs. I just don't like the smell test right now with our offense. Charlie Morton's got 6 Ks and 4 of them are on fastballs. He hasn't really even gone to the well with the curveball yet. And that is really setting up well for him to go into this second time around in the order and have not used his main weapon very much yet to really put people away. Well, this is a key run out there on second, and it will be some key at bats for the Dodgers as they come up in the second plate appearance to see if they can attack Charlie Morton and have some aggressive swings and make some contact.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball 2 on Duvall.
And you swell up as a pitcher, as a starting pitcher, when you can get through the order and you really haven't exposed all your weapons yet, having confidence in all your pitches, but like the pitch mix of how you've gotten through the first time, you feel pretty good with a 2-0 lead and going back out to the mound.
Darno at second, 2 gone, 2-1. Is popped off the end of the bat and will stay in play for Max Muncy to finish off the 4th. The Braves get 1 and a double from Darno. To the bottom of the 4th we go, 2-0 Atlanta.
On an all-new Backstage Dodgers, San Diego native Alex Vesia spends time with his family at his childhood home and his dad's machine shop. Then he pitches in his hometown for the first time as a major leaguer. Don't miss Backstage Dodgers this Friday, presented by Cadillac.
Charlie Morton carving to the Dodgers like a knife through warm butter, or a warm knife through butter. I don't know, he's carving something.
Hot knife through butter.
Yeah. 6 Ks and just 1 base runner over 3 innings. There's a Turner double in the 2nd. Muncy, Betts, and Turner coming up here in the 4th. Morton winds and throws, and Muncy watches strike 1. Max struck out his first time. He was 2 for his previous 32 going into the game yesterday when he picked up 2 hits, including his 29th homer. On a 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and a changeup, which he's been throwing more lately, but still doesn't throw very often.
And only about 5% of the time. You know, we've mentioned it before on broadcasts, but pitchers' ratios of what they throw and when they throw it changes a lot of times with this Dodger offense. They're so good against the fastball, not quite as good against spin. So you see a few more sliders, a few more curveballs if you're a Dodger lineup with all these great hitters.
Muncy typically sees as few fastballs as anybody. Another 1-2 from Morton is swatted to left and caught by Duvall.
When Max hit that on the line, he probably thought he really accomplished something, and then you get the disappointment of the fielder being there. Hitting a Charlie Morton breaking ball that's down and out of the zone. The league's only hitting .059 against that pitch.
1 gone in the 4th, and here's Mookie Betts. It's good to see him barrel ball up last night at a home run. First one since coming off of the injured list. Good to see and good to hear. You're talking about the sound of that home run off of the bat. Good sound on that one. Way back to left center. Duvall, track, wall, gone. Second home run of the series. Dodgers on the board and a Mookie Betts long ball. Diana's still here and she still loves it.
One has another good sound, a fastball in, and he turns on it. They make an effort, but it's not going to be enough.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
Outside corner for a strike.
Last night a home run on his bobblehead night. Blew Mom a kiss after he crossed home plate.
Turner now to left center field. Back-to-back one-out hits for the Dodgers. Turner is 2 for 2.
Muncy hit a breaking ball on the line, but for an out. Mookie hits a fastball in for a home run, and now Justin finds a breaking ball and hits it on the line. This offense is waking up a little bit here. It's good to see.
So Turner with 2 of the 3 Dodger hits in this game. 4 out of 6 in this series. And now Seager. That's the pitch Morton struck him out on his last time. Change up, fades back in there, and it's 1-1. Doubled up on it.
When a hitter's had a tendency to be out in front of a fastball and rolling over it for ground balls to the right side, changeup's a good pitch too.
Backfoots that breaker, and Seager takes it again. Ball 3. Betts with a home run. Turner follows it with a single, so the tying run aboard here in the 4th. 6-0 Milwaukee in San Francisco in the 5th inning of that game. Dodgers trying to get to within a half game for the first time since the first week of July. On a 3-1, Seager watches a fastball just miss. He was ready to settle in for a full count pitch. Instead, it's the first walk.
Number 16, Will Smith.
And it brings up Will Smith. Interesting at bat his first time. He got ahead 3-0 on 3 straight curveballs. And then Morton threw him 3 straight fastballs. Strike 1, 2, and 3. Took them all. This time he doesn't waste any time to get a first pitch fastball and fouled it.
Sometimes you can overthink an at bat, and you can be prepared for what he probably is going to throw me, but the league hits 124 off that pitch, that curveball, so be prepared for what you like, and the league hits almost 250 off his fastball.
Tying run in scoring position as Smith lifts another foul. He got another fastball in a pretty good location to hit it. And the curveball. You knew it wasn't going to be too long before he busted it out.
Like most starting pitchers, every plate appearance, the average against Charlie Morton goes up. Starts below 200, then goes slightly above 200, and then third plate appearance, if he's still out there, the league almost hits 300 off him, 274. So they get a read on that curveball.
Takes one here. There was a strike for a long time.
You know, first at bat, you get fooled on that curveball. Second at bat, you've gathered some information, know how it spins, how far it breaks. And all of a sudden, you can take those borderline ones and get to see one more pitch.
Two on, one out, and a 2-2 pitch. Will Smith grounds it foul.
We've seen him use the changeup. We've seen him be a little bit more fastball heavy tonight as far as the usage. And The issue might be that he's about a 50-50 shot as far as throwing that curveball for a strike. He might realize it, not have a good feel for it.
Another 2-2. Another foul ball. And another curveball.
Everybody.
Cat and mouse game. Game within the game.
That's why you hear hitters think about, I'm going to take the fastball over the traditional second baseman's head, and then I'll still have enough swing left to hit the breaking ball. But if you're trying to pull the fastball, there's no way you're going to hit the breaking ball.
Driven to left field on a line, but right at Duvall.
What a great short approach by Will Smith. Just his hands hardly even moved. A really short, quick swing on this up fastball. You see the hands never left the loaded position as far as going back too far, and just kept him close to the hitting area. Brought the barrel in really quick and tight. Just didn't get any good fortune.
Up to A.J. Pollock then with 2 out. You were talking about it in the top of this inning. Smell test was not good first time through, but the second time through has been a whole lot better.
It sure has. The Smith out and the Muncy out, both loud.
And in between them, you get a home run, a single, and a walk. Turner at second, Seager at first. Strike one on Pollock.
These Dodger hitters are like, fool me once, shame on me. Or shame on you. Fool me twice, no way. They're attacking the fastball now. They're not waiting. You and me and our metaphors tonight.
I was just gonna say the hot butter burns your hands or something.
With the cold knife.
Yeah.
We're doing great.
Yeah, really good. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first. Pollock, a nice take there on a changeup. Put him ahead 2-1. A.J. Pollock takes low again. You know, as dominant as Charlie Morton was first time through the order, took him quite a few pitches to get through it. And here we are in the 4th inning. This next pitch already be his 75th. The 25th of this inning coming here. 2 on, 2 out, a 3-1. Pollock chops it to third, foul. Turner and Seager will get a head start here. There they go. Here it comes. Pollock bounces it left side. Albies shifted over there. Has it. Low throw dug out by Freeman. That ends the inning, but the Dodgers get on the board against Charlie Morton on a home run from Mookie Betts. 19th of the season, second one of this series. 2-1 after 4. On Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Toyota's national sales event is on. Come and find great ways to save on a new Camry. August 31st, 1959. The first Sandy Koufax game that was one of those games that we're always going to talk about. He was 23 years old and in front of 82,000 at the Coliseum. Struck out 18 Giants while he was battling a cold, and said it took all the energy he had just to get loose for the game. Goes out there, strikes out 18, breaks a National League record, and he singled and scored the winning run. Jock Peterson leading off this fifth. Started the scoring in this game with a homer. Fouls it off 1-1. It's another 2 years before Sandy was consistently great. Started that run that's been pretty much unmatched through baseball history. It was another 4 years before he won his first Cy Young. A couple things to it. We've talked about it many times, but yes, he honed his control, right? He stopped trying to throw everything through a wall. The other thing was he was finally given an opportunity to just go be a starter, because he was a bonus baby, so he just had to be on the roster. They were forced to use him. And Walter Alston, the manager, who was on one-year contracts, didn't think that this kid was quite ready, and he wasn't about to risk his job by sending a guy who's not ready out there. So he finally got a chance to be out there every day, and he says kind of doubled down on his commitment to baseball, that at first it was something he just did. It didn't become truly important to him until a couple years into his big league career. Full count on Peterson.
Sandy passed on a lot of lessons from his early struggles, and then gaining his command and becoming one of the most dominant left-handed pitchers or pitchers of all time. And the phrase he uses with a lot of us, and did and still does to this day, is see how easy you can throw hard. And that's one of the ways that he found his rhythm and found the strike zone. You'd think somebody that had such elite velocity and elite break on his curveball, it would be all about this max effort. But no, not for Sandy. It was about see how easy you could throw hard. Get the lever system in the perfect order so that it doesn't take a lot of effort for it to come out of your hand the right way. And then when the game is on and the adrenaline is on, it comes out even better.
Leadoff walk for Jock Peterson. Morton up there to sacrifice. Stabs through the first one. Strike one. And he said he first learned that lesson at a spring training game, 1961. It was a B game. He was scheduled to go 5 innings, but the pitcher that was scheduled to go the final 4 innings missed his flight, and so Sandy finds out he got to go the whole way. Walks the first 3 hitters. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the catcher, Norm Sherry, walks out and he says, "Sandy, you're the only guy who got today. You got to throw it over the plate, or we're going to be here all day. Take something off. Let him hit it." And it was with that little tweak in mentality that he winds up going 7 no-hit innings to start the game and changing his life from the lesson he learned that day.
And can you imagine a spring training game now where everybody, or a B game where everybody's not there and your bonus baby's got to go extra pitches and extra innings? That's never going to happen again. You're our only guy.
Where are those jicks?
I know we gave you 100,000 and you got to be in the big leagues, but no, you got to go out there.
Sorry.
This is important.
Bunted well this time by Morton. It advances Peterson. Morton's the first out of the inning.
Second base
picture like Bobby Miller spring training next year. He's starting the game. Hey, Bueller's car broke down, so Bobby Miller, you got to go 9 innings today, buddy.
Sorry,
you know you're not built up, but wear it. Just let him hit it.
Yeah.
Here's Albies with one out.
Throw on this wool uniform in the 95-degree weather too.
That too, right?
And these wool sleeves, just in case you don't want to get sunburned.
Albies 0 for 2. He's flied out and grounded out. Time is called by Will Smith, and Jeff Nelson emphatically letting everybody know that it was Will that wanted it. Pointed him as if to say, "Don't get mad at me."
I'm not slowing the game down.
Strike one. On this lesson you're talking about, Sandy passing on to you, passing on to Minnie. It's exactly what we've talked about with Walker Buehler, right? His maturation, not trying to blow it by everybody.
I remember watching Walker throw his side works in spring training with Rick Honeycutt, and Rick would try to slow him down. He would try to slow the effort down. Just find your rhythm. Let's just throw these fastballs away here for about 10, and let's just get a foundation. And Walker's like a bull in a china shop, and he's working through his deliveries, and his foot is going on the rubber like 3 and 4 different angles as he turns his foot to go to home. Rick's trying to show him that, no, we need that foot to be exactly the same place every time. And he's just at a point in his career, you know, just developing of like, here I come and I'm really good.
It's like it really hurt.
Yeah. Walker has gotten to the point, you know, it took about a year, I'd say, in the Dodger organization under the tutelage of Rick to just kind of settle in and understand that, see how easy I can throw hard, see how all the parts are in perfect order. And then when I get in these big games, I've got a foundation to rely on. That must have hit a lot of nerves. Or right on the bone. Oh.
And the Braves already lost Ronald Acuna to a season-ending knee injury early July. The other part of their young duo that's been right at the center of them turning things around and winning 3 consecutive division titles. Struggling to his feet.
Yeah, Ozzie having trouble putting weight on it.
Hard to envision him staying in here.
Oh, like right down on his kneecap. On the outside part of that left leg. Oh no, that is not good. He can't put weight on it.
Ozzie Albies one of the really fun young players to watch play.
Yep.
It's just an awful sight.
Got to know a little bit more of his personality from a backstage episode where Justin Turner was mic'd up at the All-Star game during BP. They were chatting it up.
And A-Ray Adrianza is going to inherit this 0-2 count.
We got a little time to talk about Shakey's Pizza, celebrating our educators with the Spectrum Sports Educator Sweepstakes. 8 lucky winners will receive a $50 gift certificate from Shakey's Pizza plus a virtual teaching kit. Enter online at spectrumeducator.com for your chance to win.
Here comes Mark Pryor. A little something on Adrianza. Still 6-0 Brewers in San Francisco, trying to get their 15th win out of their last 21 games. For the Giants, it would be a 4th loss out of their last 5. You're saying that in July the Dodgers are going to need at some point a great month.
Yep.
And at 20-6, this is the 4th best calendar month since the team moved to LA in 1958. Trying to finish it off with a come from behind win. September tomorrow. Not an easy ask of Ray Adrianza off the bench here, and with an 0-2 count, bounces along first. To third goes Peterson.
Especially he's won for his last 14, so he's not in a good place himself. And Walker went right to a breaking ball because lately all he's been able to hit has been a fastball.
2 gone for Soler. He's grounded out twice tonight. Take strike 1.
I mean, it's been a while, but this is a big shutdown inning for Walker Buehler. That Mookie Betts home run, pull him within 1. Get the offense back in the dugout with only 1 run to make up, 2 to put him ahead. One of those ones where it's across the other side of the plate, even though electronically it's a strike. It's hard to get the call with that much movement from your catcher.
Good stop by Will Smith. Not Soler feeling it. Jeez.
That did hit a portion of the shin guard. Just a little bit. Maybe it hit spike and plastic on the bottom to make that sound.
Full count.
Is he going to go slider or is he going to go 2-seamer in? He hasn't thrown many curveballs tonight.
Payoff pitch. Slider to get him. Able to pitch around the leadoff walk. Halfway home in a 1-run game. One in the third, 1 in the fourth for the Braves. Dodgers getting 1 in the fourth and a Mookie Betts home run. Cody Bellinger starts the 5th and takes ball 1 from Charlie Morton, who was breezing through the first few innings with 77 pitches here opening the 5th. Ball and a strike on Bellinger. 37-year-old father of 4, who they say is just the nicest guy in the world until he gets on the mound. Bellinger with a hot shot, but the defense waiting on it. And he's 0 for 2. All 4 kids between the ages of 2 and 7. 2 boys, 2 girls.
21.
And he's talked over the last couple of years of this kind of being a year-to-year thing. He signed a 1-year contract with the Braves. So very proud of everything he's accomplished. He feels good, so he's continuing to pitch. But he also wants to go be dad and be husband, and refuses to, at this point, commit to more than just a year at a time. Ball 1 on Buehler. I would imagine it'd be hard to pull away when pitching at this high a level. Two and oh.
I don't take this the wrong way, but he's pitching at a high enough level where he could sign a contract and say, I'll only pitch in home games. Never go on the road.
Right?
Kind of a Roger Clemens contract.
Yeah, you'd find a taker.
Oh, you
right?
would. You'd definitely find a taker.
You pay him half of what you would if he was going to pitch for you on the road.
Especially with so many clubs using openers now on a regular basis. I'm going to stay home with the family. I'll only pitch at home.
How would that go over in the clubhouse?
Well, would you rather not have him? That's the way it would go. It would be different. It would definitely be different, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get to a point where there's a half a dozen guys like that.
Yeah. 2-2. Strikes Buehler out. His 7th.
Join us on Monday, September 13th, when the Dodgers play the Diamondbacks. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Tommy Lasorda bobblehead presented by Security Benefit. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
And that's the ultimate set of leverage. The first, pitching well. Second, saying, I don't need to pitch.
Well, that's the amazing thing about the salaries nowadays.
Trey Turner.
Some people at 37 aren't even thinking about, oh, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. This making 10 to 15 to 20 million a year is just, it's taking me away from my family. It's like amazing.
Chop to third. Candy Hop Riley in a 1-2-3/5 inning as Charlie Morton settles back in.
Last night was Mookie Betts' bobblehead night, and we all saw how that turned out. Well, tomorrow night is Corey Seager's World Series bobblehead night. The first 40,000 fans to arrive will receive this bobblehead. Trust me, you're going to want this for your collection. So go to Dodgers.com/promotions if you haven't gotten your tickets yet.
All right, Kirsten. 2-1 game, 6th inning. Walker Buehler goes back to the mound to face Freddie Freeman. I don't know if you saw, but Blake Harris on True Blue LA did some deep dive journalism and discovered that Mookie Betts last night was the 9th Dodger over the last 13 years to homer on his bobblehead night. 1 ball, 1 strike.
More bobbleheads.
Let's go. More bobbleheads, more homers. First to do it in that stretch, Manny Ramirez in 2009 hit a pinch hit grand slam on his bobblehead night. Short hop. Muncy finds it, feeds Buehler to get Freeman. And so what they do? They made another bobblehead out of it. Out of that moment.
Yeah.
A bobblehead of the bobblehead night. Cody Bellinger's done it twice. Max Muncy, who makes his play right here, did it earlier this year.
Nice job by both Muncy and Walker Buehler, not panicking. Walker continuing on and not assuming that Max was going to get that himself.
Here's Austin Riley. Down and away, and it's 1-1. Couple of first-round picks in 2015. Walker Buehler's 24th overall. Riley was a supplemental first-round pick, 41st overall. Same year that Dansby Swanson went first. Rifled into left. Second hit of the game for Riley.
Gotten him on a slider. He blooped in a slider, and that fastball he hit pretty hard.
112.
Woo-hoo. You can see why they've thrown him a few sliders.
One-on-one out for d'Arnaud. Drove in around with a double his last time. The run that at this point is the difference. Strike one from Buehler. Well, d'Arnaud, since leaving the Dodgers, has become quite the player. A great season with Tampa Bay and then to Atlanta. This has been a rough year in that he's missed a lot of it with a thumb injury. Flies this one to right center field. Bellinger stepping out of the track. He's got it.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Two gone in the sixth, and Swanson comes up. Walked his first time, then grounded out. Attacks the first pitch off the end of the bat into shallow center. Bellinger's there. That's the inning. To the bottom of the sixth. The Braves 2, the Dodgers 1. Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Low rates, big discounts, great insurance. And by Nissan, the model year end at Nissan. Hurry before these deals take off. Shop NissanUSA.com. Back at Dodger Stadium, the Braves with a run in the third and a run in the fourth. Dodgers got one against Charlie Morton in the fourth inning and a Mookie Betts home run. Betts is due up second in this inning. Leading off is Muncy. One ball, no strikes. You talked about deeper into the game you get against Morton. A lot of times numbers get worse in terms of the pitcher's numbers. Significantly worse for him. The OPS is more than 200 points higher against him when you see him the third time. Dodgers getting their third look at him here. A 1-1 to Muncy. Fouled off.
Had one there. That's the pitch he hit out last night. Yeah, you see Max shaking his head. Good swing, just missed it.
The 1-2. Muncy lifts it foul. Do it again. But Charlie Morton has not thrown 100 pitches this month. Most that he's thrown in a game this season, 112. It was back in mid-June. Home with another 1-2. Muncy down swinging. 8th K for Morton, one gone in the sixth. Up comes Mookie Betts, and we go inside the box score. Brought to you by Kona Brewing Company. Home run in both games in this series.
Everyone last night, and then in the fourth inning with one out, Mookie puts the Dodgers on the scoreboard, cuts the lead in half.
Home run tonight came in the first pitch. This time he takes a first pitch curve. This is around a couple IL stints, but 9 homers in his last 19 games. It's one every about 7 times up there. Fouls this one. Really, it finds the bat, and it's 0-2.
I'm glad he's still up there. Boy, this one could have been dangerous. It was a little farther inside. His hands just unprotected and moving forward.
And 94 pitches now for Morton, and still nobody warming down in the Atlanta bullpen. 1-run game, 6th inning. 1-2 pitch to Mookie Betts, way outside for ball 2. The Braves have won 18 of their last 24 games to go from 4 games back and in 3rd place to a 3.5 game lead. Morton rocks and fires, and Betts takes ball 3.
He really is looking like himself. I mean, some of those takes, just every at bat, he looks like he's on a mission.
Payoff.
The balance, the strength, the eye right now.
Takes ball 4. Boy, he is seeing it. And the way that he's seeing it makes it look like he's seeing the ball in slow motion.
Yeah, it's just so easy for him right now. He looks really good. We'll see how good the legs are feeling. If he decides he wants to take off over there. Definitely a threat to steal a bag.
Second walk issued by Charlie Morton, and here's Justin Turner, who is 2 for 2. 4 for 6 in this series.
Justin hit a breaking ball in his last at bat. Charlie Morton might think about sneaking a fastball by him, and I wouldn't put it by Justin to ambush him.
Fastball, but away.
Yeah, wasn't in the right spot, but he looked like he was very hitterish. Looking for something a little bit more in, because Morton's fastball most of the night been tailing into righties.
Good lead for Betts. .100th pitch of the night from Morton after another throw over to first.
When Mookie's leg was hurting, he wasn't diving back. He would take a shorter lead and just go back with 2 steps, stay on his feet.
A little more hop to him.
Yep.
Fouled off 1-1. There is action in the bullpen now. Richard Rodriguez, who they acquired at the deadline from Pittsburgh. It's been awesome. A 2-1 game in the 6th. Betts at first with 1 away. A 1-1 pitch. Justin Turner swings through a high fastball, and it's 1-2. Baltimore chop advances Betts into scoring position. Turner is out number 2. And up to Seager with 2 away.
This really shows you the strength of this Dodger lineup. This is a pretty nondescript inning, and you're going into the 5th, 6th, and 7th hitter, and you get Corey Seager, Will Smith, and A.J. Pollock. You're just never out of it. These guys are going to just keep coming at you.
Looking for their first hit tonight with a runner in scoring position. All 6 runs they've scored in these 2 games have come off homers. Morton deals and Seager swings and misses. Went around and it's 0-2. Dave Roberts letting third base umpire Mike Esterbrook hear it. Heard it a lot last night with a zone that was
That's a check swing. Corey needs to harken back to some playoff games where he was the MVP right here, driving a run.
In an 0-2 hole, tying run at second, 2 gone, 6th inning. Morton a deep breath, he deals. And it's 1-2. Grounded to first, knocked down by Freeman, picked up by Adrianza, and they get him. 3-4-1 to get Corey Seager and finish off the Dodgers in the 6th. World Champion Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr., the new sourdough star. Now at Carl's Jr., feed your happy. On this day in 1950 against the Braves, who at that point were in Boston, Gil Hodges hit 4 home runs. Over that decade, only Duke Snider would hit more home runs than Hodges. Adam Duvall leads off the 7th and swings and misses. Strike 1 from Walker Buehler. At one point early on in Gil Hodges' career, he was really struggling. And so they had the team photographer come out and have him take a bunch of swings and just snap picture after picture after picture, hundreds of pictures, and tried to piece them together to find what might be going wrong in the swing. And they found some mechanical flaws, some issues with his stance that he says fixed him and saved his career. Wow. Primitive forms of video study.
Yeah, exactly.
1-1 from Buehler to Duvall. Is Sky to center. Bellinger's there. Duvall's the first out.
Fred Clare, when he was the general manager for the Dodgers, pushed the envelope as far as the video study and actually created the first video room for us. A couple of 24-inch color televisions with VCRs on the top. And the video recorders, we couldn't stop them all the time. You'd try to watch and stop and you'd have your tape, but if you stop at a certain spot in your delivery or your swing, the frame would rattle. So you had to hope that what you were looking for actually hit on one of the frames, that you could stop the machine in the exact right place.
Strike one on Jock Peterson.
Satellite dish went up on the top of the elevator shaft behind home plate. Ran the cable into our locker room, into what used to be a big storage closet, and it fit one couch and those 2 TVs and 2 VCRs in there, and that was it.
And the tape you were watching, was it just recorded TV?
Yeah,
games.
Well, yeah, and the games weren't all on TV, so you were just hoping, like, oh God, I hope the Pittsburgh game's on Sunday because I'm pitching against them next, and we could tape the Pittsburgh game. You know.
Eddie Rosario on deck. Pitcher spot due next. Buehler fires 1-1. Peterson grounds it to first. Muncy's got it. 2 up and 2 down. They pull Rosario back and send up Guillermo Heredia. So this ends the night for Charlie Morton. Dodgers face the bullpen the rest of the way. 6 innings for Morton, just 1 run.
Pitcher number 38, Guillermo Heredia.
He did a nice job mixing his pitches tonight. Established the fastball early on, which seemed to confuse the Dodgers a little bit. Then went to the breaking ball. And he used the changeup an awful lot, too.
It looks like Luke Jackson will handle the bottom of the 7th for Atlanta. He's given up just 1 run over his last 12 games. A word from Morongo.
Wahlburgers is now open.
Buehler looking for his first 1-2-3 inning since the first. And here he is. Again, getting through 6. Trying to complete 7 now. +6 innings in 26 of his 27 starts this year. And he paints one to the bottom of the knees, strike 1.
Dodger bats need to come alive and support Walker Buehler. He has not gotten much run support. They beat him with a shutout. They beat him with a no-hitter. Got a no decision in his last outing against San Diego when he gave up 1 unearned run. That game went 16 innings and the Dodgers won it. Sometimes you draw the short straw as far as run support.
Comes home with a 1-2 and strikes him out. Sets him down in order in the 7th, and we stretch in a 2-1 game. World champion Dodger baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Try Jack's new $3 spicy tiny tacos and $4 loaded spicy tiny tacos. Back at the real Dodger Stadium. 2-1 game. Braves in front as the bullpen goes to work. Luke Jackson comes on, replacing Charlie Morton.
Luke fills a couple roles on this Atlanta bullpen as far as coming into jams. He can strand runners and has done that at a very good rate. And he also has an awful lot of scoreless outings where he has recorded holds.
Had a scoreless 8th inning last night. He's given up a run in just 1 of his last 13 games, pitching the best that he has in years. And he'll face the bottom of the order, but like you touched on, that is no small task. Will Smith leads off the inning and takes ball 1. Pollock and Bellinger to follow. Will has a mini 5-game hitting streak at stake and a less mini 5-game RBI streak at stake. Can't lay off. 1-1. It's hit 4 home runs in that 5-game span.
Walker Buehler is the 4th spot in the order, and I'm not sure he'll get to come to the plate.
We saw him and Dave Roberts exchange conversation when he came off, and it was not a happy Walker Buehler coming out of that conversation. Blake Treinen warming. Buehler's only at 92 pitches, but as we've seen recently, Dodgers doing all they can to get their starters out in the inning early. Thinking of the long term.
With Walker's facial expressions and the way he took the message, it probably is no matter if we get to your spot or not, you're done.
Smith down on strikes.
As being the 4th hitter, sometimes the message from the manager is if we get to your spot, you're done. If not, you're going back out there, so stay locked in. Another exceptional outing from that young man, and he didn't do anything to hurt his Cy Young case. Just going to be a little short. Looked like as of right now he could be the pitcher of record and get a W. Hoping for a no decision, hoping for a Dodger W any way they can get it.
2 losses that he has this year. They got no hit by the Cubs and they got shut out by the Astros. Dodgers are unbeaten, or Walker Buehler is unbeaten when they get him a run. 1-0 on A.J. Pollock. 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for 5 in these 2 games. Jackson's 1-0. This is for ball 2.
Well, curveballs and cutters so far.
They're dropping flies tonight.
This got him, what, near the knee? I don't know. Near the knee?
Yeah.
Oh, it got him the knee and then a deflection. Near the knee. Yeah. Huh. Jackson can throw it almost 97, 98 miles an hour at times, but he hadn't shown the fastball. There it is.
Shows the plate. The fastball. 3-1 on A.J. Pollock.
Definitely looking to put a charge in one right here in a 3-1 count, down by a run.
Here it comes. Pollock takes a strike. 3-2. Pollock having his best season as a Dodger. Representing the tying run in the 7th. And taking ball 4. Tying run aboard. Bellinger coming up.
Center fielder number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Pitcher spot due next, and there's Chris Taylor. Joe Kelly, who was warming a little bit ago, has started to warm again alongside Blake Treinen. First one to Bellinger is away, ball 1. Cody's grounded out twice tonight.
He does something exciting right here. Nobody will care about that batting average.
Yeah.
This last game in August and all of September, it's like playoff baseball now for the Dodgers. It's not about your batting average, how many RBIs, how good a year you're having. It's about contributing to the next win.
On a 1-1 from Luke Jackson. Instead of throw over. One of the big swings of Cody Bellinger's major league career came against these Braves to win Game 7. That is a similar story last year where he did not have a very good year. He raced it, had a moment like that. Swings and misses. Jackson put the fastball right where he wanted it, and right where teams continue to go against Bellinger. It's 1-2.
I got to hear Tom Brady's speech after they won the Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay fan base and with his teams all up on the dais, and they asked him about what's your favorite championship, your favorite ring, and his answer was the next one. I loved it.
What a great answer.
It was just, I'm like, that is so good. And that's where Cody needs to be right now. That's where this whole Dodger team needs to be right now. The next one.
The one may be at Dodger Stadium, to be followed by a parade.
Yes.
Tying run aboard. Go ahead run at the plate. 2-2 pitch. Bellinger hits it hard and through. That'll send Pollock to third. Tying run 90 feet away, and a base hit from Cody Bellinger. They've got him cornered with 1 out.
Hits it into the shift, but hard enough to find a hole right by A.J. Pollock and moving him around 180 feet.
Well, if there's any question whether or not they were going to let Walker Buehler continue in this game, it becomes an easy decision here, with the game perhaps on the line with his spot in the order due up. Dave Roberts sends Chris Taylor up there to pinch hit. Dodgers looking for their first hit of this series with a man in scoring position. 0 for 8 thus far. A very rare day out of the starting lineup for Chris Taylor. Even on those days when they rarely happen, he typically finds himself in late, as he will here. Pollock at third and Bellinger at first.
As we've seen Chris Taylor this year through his hot streaks, he attacks on the first pitch if he likes it.
Let's see. First one from Jackson. In the dirt. Bellinger. Took an aggressive secondary there. And threw on the brakes.
Read the breaking ball in the dirt and then went out there thinking about second base and blew a tire. Secondary lead out on the front foot. Here, oh, that slip right there was the dangerous part.
We got Pollock on his toes down in third, awaiting the action. Is that going to be a window for him to come home? Tying run at third. Go ahead run at first. 1-0 to Chris Taylor after a toss over.
Looking for any way to steal it out.
Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. Final day of August. Giants trailing by a bunch. Dodgers trying to come from behind. A chance to get to within a half game in the division as we get into September. First and third, 1 gone. 1-1 from Luke Jackson. Taylor fouls it back, and it's 1-2.
He did a nice job not chasing the breaking ball in the very first pitch, not coming out of his shoes. But now he's seen a couple fastballs and fouled him back. He might need the discipline here to not chase a breaking ball. We've got him sped up and he's in swing mode.
Pollock the runner at third. Bellinger at first. Good speed on the bases. It's the 1-2 comes home, and Taylor leaves it up there.
This inning and this game are on the brink. This could turn into an explosion. Taylor's only hit into 5 double plays all year. We're looking to at least get 1.
On 2-2, Taylor lifts it in the air. Medium deep center. Pollock tagging. Here's the catch from Peterson. Throw comes home. It is not in time. This game is tied. Sacrifice fly from Chris Taylor.
A little confusion out there between Jock and Soler. Bellinger moves up 90 feet. Pollock scores. And with the 2 fielders in the right center gap, Jock Peterson takes control as the center fielder. There's a little hesitation after he catches it right there. Doesn't get it out of the glove cleanly. AJ at that point is going to be safe.
So from down 2-0 to a tie game late. Go ahead run in scoring position for Trey Turner. First one from Jackson. Backs up, ball 1. Walk, single, sac fly, off the hook.
Chance for a W. A little change in the facial expression.
I was going to say he's way more okay with the decision to take him out now. Here's the 1-0. Check swing, half swing, left side. He can fly. Infield hit.
The moment he gets by the mound, he is safe. And then Cody Bellinger just needs to make sure they don't come to third and go back door. A little swinging bunt, check swing. And right now, he is safe with his wheels.
That will do it for Luke Jackson. Back into the bullpen they go. Lefty-lefty for Max Muncy. Tie game, 2 on, 2 out in the 7th inning.
Be here Friday, September 10th through Sunday, the 12th, as the Dodgers host the San Diego Padres for a 3-game series. Stay after the game on Friday night to enjoy Friday night fireworks presented by Q-Cells, or for the kids run the bases on Sunday to close out the series. Score your tickets today at Dodgers.com/tickets.
Tyler Matzek, who's not given up a run in his last 20 appearances, comes on to face Max Muncy.
2 out of 3 pitches to lefties, usually a fastball. The other pitch he throws is the slider.
Muncy has actually been better against left-handed pitching than he has righties this year. He's got Bellinger at third and Turner at first. Tied up in the 7th. Swings away. Towering fly ball. But he just missed it. And Soler will make the catch. Oh, that close. But it's tied as we go to the 8th. On calendar, one more game in this series. That'll be tomorrow, and then they head up to San Francisco for a series you may have heard a little something about. Giants are on the verge of their 4th loss in their last 5 games. If the Dodgers can win this one, they would be within a half game in the division as we enter September. Wow. Who's in, who's out, brought to you by In-N-Out. It's Blake Treinen, who finished off last night's game, entering a 2-2 game in the 8th.
One of the most trusted arms out of the Dodger bullpen with 19 pitches yesterday in his inning and a third. And we're going to continue to see the electric stuff, whether he's used one day and then has some rest or a couple days in a row.
Top of the order, instead of Ozzie Albies, it's Ehire Adrianza. Albies left the game with an injury for fouling a ball off his back knee. Ball 1 from Treinen. Been a couple really good games.
Yes.
Haven't they?
Playoff games. Well played. Some powerful hitting.
Some good defensive plays. Got in on him, 1-2. Wrapped it around the plate. Ball 2. Soler and Freeman to follow in this inning.
If it's not enough for your key pieces out of the bullpen to come in late in high leverage areas, tie game, and then home run hitters. Takes a different level of concentration to be a short reliever than a starter. They walk a different rope. It's a little tighter. Give up a run early in an outing as a starter, it's like plenty of time for the team to come back. Just keep getting outs, get some zeros. You know, I'll be out here 5, 6, 7 innings. And as a short reliever, you don't have that.
A lot of times you give one up and you've lost the game.
Yep. And you're getting taken out because of pitch count, because they want you ready for tomorrow, and you've got to have a short memory. You've got to try and fix whatever happened.
They say short memories are important for defensive backs. Short memories are really important for back end relievers.
Yeah.
Two-two to Adrianza. By the way, the Braves have reported that X-rays for Ozzie Albies negative.
Oh, good.
It's great news.
It was really looked very precarious when you think about he can't put any weight on it.
Yeah, he got carried off. Yeah. All tied up at 2. 8th inning. Top of the Braves order against Blake Treinen, who's home with another 2-2. and strikes him out. 97 moving away from him.
He was bending it the other way. Some trying to catch a backdoor slider. Another one where he went inside, but then he tailed it the other way right there with some velo to get that punch out.
6th of the game for the Dodgers. They need 4 more to get you your jumbo jack tomorrow. Still technically possible in regulation.
Yeah, let's do it without extra innings.
I'm with you. Jorge Soler homered in last night's game. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And he swings and misses at a first pitch slider. Opponents are 4 for 77 against that pitch. Throws it again. This one taken. 0-2.
Cutters are like changing lanes on the highway. That slider is like a sharp left turn.
Wow. Real sharp. 3 consecutive sliders to get Soler.
This one turns like you're trying to get into a tight parking space.
You'd get pulled over for this one. Two up, 2 down. Not out of the woods yet. Here's Freddie Freeman, who also homered in last night's game. 28 this season. Buehler did a good job against him. Grounded out all 3 times. Trying and throws, and Freeman takes a strike. That was the lane changing cutter.
Yeah. That first strike, just really noticed how well Will Smith caught that ball with some rhythm, and that was the opposite side at 97, 98 miles an hour, and he kept it in the strike zone. He's really growing as a receiver. I mean, he gets a lot of headlines with all his clutch hitting and the home runs, but Will Smith has done a nice job with the staff and is really progressing as a receiver.
What's fascinating is that coming up in the minors, that was the headline, the receiver. Fouled off 2-2, and then you're right, he gets here and wasn't as good, didn't rate out quite as well as they expected that he would, but the offense was way better than they expected. And now the velo and the movement jumps up in a big way from AAA to the big leagues for catchers. Just consistent big arm after big arm that you've got to get used to. Check swing. He went around, and Blake Treinen strikes out the side. 1-2-3 in the Braves order. Down 1-2-3. And coming up for the Dodgers in a tie game in the 8th, Mookie Betts, Justin Turner, and Corey Seager. Might have taken him a few days, but Mookie Betts has looked really, really good these last couple. Homering last night, homering again tonight, and then that walk that he took his last time, he was making it look like the ball was coming in slow motion the way that he was taking it. Facing Tyler Matzek, 2-2 game in the 8th. First pitch, ball 1. Matzek threw 1 pitch. They got Muncy to fly out. Muncy just barely missed hitting a homer. On a 1-0, Betts takes ball 2. Turner and Seager to follow. Dodgers looking for their first lead of the night.
There's such a rhythm to Mookie's approach when he is right, and he is right now. He stands tall, but then when he compresses into his legs and then gets ready to swing, he's staying in his legs now.
On 2-0. Just high, ball 3. Danley Jansen getting ready for what he and the Dodgers hope will be a save situation. Strike one. Wow. Leadoff walk, Mookie Betts.
I'm swinging, I'm swinging, I'm swinging, I'm not swinging. Disengage, take the walk.
Well, these two guys leading off this inning, Betts and now Turner, combined 3 for 5 with a pair of walks tonight. Turner a double, a single, and a ground out. It's out of the 5 hits total the team has. For Turner, this has been a grind this month. Last couple of days, though, collecting some hits, and he continues to try all different kinds of things, little tweaks with his hands and with his feet, try and unlock it. Takes ball one from Matzek. He says a lot of times just one swing or even one take, he says, where you just feel a rhythm and you know. And the easiest way to see it for us sitting back, a lot of times he comes out of these bad stretches by pulling a long home run and then takes off from there. On a 1-0 from Matzek, he shoots one the other way. Soler will make the catch, and Turner's the first out.
Shortstop, number 5, Corey Seager.
Seager 0 for 2 with a walk. Lefty lefty. Matzek fires and Seager watches ball one just off of the plate. 44,952 the crowd tonight. Tuesday in late August, and great crowd. Special place. One ball, one strike. We're noticing tonight watching the Giants game how much they're struggling to draw.
Yeah.
Having this historically good season. They had 20,000 tonight. That is more the norm, though, than somebody getting 45,000 like this on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Betts at first. One gone. 1-1. 1-2. All hard stuff from Matzek to Seager.
Three fastballs away, and Corey stays on it. He'll be using that left center gap.
Betts has a good lead. Seager takes a ball. It's 2-2.
Sometimes with a left-handed pitcher on the mound and a good base stealer, they'll take like a one-way lead so that they can draw a throw and get a good look at what your move might look like. So they get way out there and are thinking about just going back and reading the pitcher. That was a juicy one. After seeing 3 or 4 out there away from you on the outside corner, and then to get one near the middle of the plate, you can see why Corey cut it loose on that one.
Another 2-2. There goes Betts. Fouled off.
We're seeing Mookie at the plate look good. We're seeing him run now. We're seeing his personality.
He looks froggy.
Yes, that's a really good sign for how good he is feeling when he's playing baseball now.
And having fun doing it.
Yep. Showed off a little bit of his mom right there at second base.
Yeah.
Her personality.
Good lead again. Not going this time. Seager dribbles it foul. Stays alive. Got to be careful though. It's comparing Mookie to his mom. He told Kirsten after the game last night she's crazy. She's going to be mad at me for saying that, but I speak the facts.
Crazy fun.
And she's got her granddaughter Kinley. Another 2-2 pitch to Corey Seager.
That's a good read on a left-handed pitcher to get back feet first and nice and easy.
Eighth pitch coming to Seager. To right center field. This will give Bucks a chance to gallop. It's off the wall. Here he comes. The throw will not come home. The Dodgers lead. Mookie scores from first on a Seager double.
This house is a rockin' because of this swing. Gets it in the air, goes gap to gap. This one in the right center gap, and boy, this ball is driven. And Mookie was underway. Those strides were long with a quick turnover, and the landing gear came down with a little rest when he reached home.
Seager comes through. The Dodgers from down 2-0 to leading 3-2. Will Smith takes ball one. Showed a lot of good things on that appearance. Taking a walk, dancing around first, even attempted a steal, and then scored from first without any signs of wincing, any signs of pain. It's one thing to say that he feels the best that he's felt all season. It's another to go out and do what he just did.
Yeah, I just see it example after example that he is really feeling good.
Looking to add on now. 2-0 pitch to Will Smith. First run allowed by Tyler Matzek in 21 games. He's had a couple fastballs in the zone, but fouls them both off, and it's 2-2. Flexes this one to first, and Freeman will catch it. So 2 gone in the 8th. They're in the bottom of the 9th inning in San Francisco. Giants down to their last out. 6-2. On the verge of dropping their 4th out of their last 5. And the Dodgers 3 outs away now from cutting the deficit to a half game. What was 5 games on August 13th.
It's a gut punch to be down 4 with 2 outs on the bottom of the 9th. It's another thing when the Dodgers post the go-ahead run in San Francisco. The scoreboard watching is happening in both places.
Going to put Pollock on intentionally. Go lefty-lefty for Matzek.
A.J. Pollock is the intentional walk.
Against Bellinger.
Bringing up the center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Whose hit last inning was a big one. Moving A.J. Pollock up to 3rd. And he coming to score the tying run on Taylor's pinch hit sac fly.
His favorite hit's going to be the next one.
Just like the favorite ring. Right to that high fastball. Albert Pujols in the on deck circle. If Bellinger can get it there. Oh, 0-2. Sticks with the high hard stuff, but it's away this time. Looking ahead to the 9th inning, Riley, d'Arnaud, and Swanson against Kenley Jansen. Two on, 2 out, and a 1-2 pitch. Bellinger swings and misses. But they've come back to take the lead, their first lead of the night, and so it's time to fasten those seatbelts. On to the 9th. Kenley Jansen coming in. Next game probable is brought to you by your Southern California Chevy dealers. Max Fried out of Southern California. Harvard Westlake takes on Max Scherzer. Dodgers trying to move to 6-0, and Scherzer takes the ball for him. And if they can hang on here in the 9th, Scherzer would be trying to pitch him into the sweep. Well, they've gone final in San Francisco. The Dodgers go into the 9th inning, leading the Braves 3-2, getting single runs in the 4th, the 7th, and the 8th. And they give the ball to Kenley Jansen, who's since given up runs in 3 consecutive outings, 3 straight blown saves in July, has been perfect.
He's on a roll. He had yesterday off. He was in the dugout with his tennis shoes on because he had pitched 2 days in a row. And the bullpen was pretty much on fumes. He even pitched in a situation where it wasn't a save in his 2nd day. Just they needed an inning. Justin Turner actually came in after him to protect the bullpen. Justin Turner with the all-time 0.00 ERA now.
That's right.
But Kenley is throwing the ball really well right now. He has been outstanding. 14th all-time, 341 saves. It just doesn't seem like he has been there that long. He has been here a long time, but he's still throwing like a young man.
Tied with Raleigh Fingers of those 341 saves. Next down the list, Randy Myers, 347. It's Kenley 6 away from that. Won't be easy, though. Teeth of the lineup here, Riley, d'Arnaud, and Swanson. And then after that group, Adam Duvall, who's 2nd in the league in homers. Riley is 5th with 28. 2 out of 3 tonight. Facing Jansen for the first time in his career. And he takes strike 1. Braves led this game 2-0 after 3.5 innings, getting a run in the 3rd, run in the 4th against Buehler. The Dodgers chipped away, truly chipped away. 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. And Mookie Betts right in the middle of it tonight with a home run in the 4th and then a leadoff walk in the 8th, scoring the go-ahead run on Seager's double. Jansen's 1-1. Ball 2. On a 2-1, Riley muscles one, backside of the infield for Seager. 1 gone in the 9th.
You know, with Kenley Jansen on this roll, it's not been about cutter. The first pitch that he throws is a cutter, but it backs up a little bit. He gets the call. The next one, they're going to go for it, but he kind of pulls it. And then, you know what? He doesn't default just to the cutter 1-1. He throws the slider / curveball and then the 2-seamer. He's really on this roll turned into a person that is using his whole arsenal and is not afraid to go to different pitches at different times.
Travis d'Arnaud, 1 away in the 9th inning. Right-hander against right-hander. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. d'Arnaud knocked it around with a double tonight. Just missed homering the other way in his first at bat. Took a good catch from Mookie Betts and that short wall in the right field corner to take it away from him. On this 1-1, he swings and misses. 94 makes it 1-2.
Using the 2-seamer, using the slider more, it gives him a little room for error with that cutter when it's not absolutely perfect.
Set for the 1-2 pitch. Pop straight back. We'll do the 1-2 again. Dansby Swanson waits on deck. Dodgers trying to finish off the month of August 21-6. 83-49 overall. Dodgers doing the scoreboard watching of the Giants. Braves doing the scoreboard watching of the Phillies, who won tonight. Braves lead would be down to 2.5. Jansen has one that he likes and fires another 1-2. 2 gone in the 9th inning.
More cutters in this at bat and some good ones. Some carry and beat him to the spot.
Two up, 2 down. Dansby Swanson, 25 home runs this season. And many of the 44,952 stand. First pitch breaker misses. 1-0. Same time, same place tomorrow. Max Scherzer for the Dodgers. Max Fried for the Braves. 30 games remaining. Here's the 1-0. Fouls it off, and it's 1-1. Swanson and the Braves hoping to get Duvall to the plate. And his 29 home runs waiting in the on-deck circle. Jansen trying to end it right here. His 1-1 to Swanson. Breaking ball cut on and missed, strike 2.
Started him with the slider. Gets the second strike with the slider.
One-two pitch. He struck him out. He doubled up on it. It's down to a half game. They finish off the month of August 21-6. The Giants are 84-48. The Dodgers are 84-49.
They continue to climb the mountain, but they're getting close to the top.
As the calendar turns to September, ready for the stretch run. A come from behind 3-2 win tonight. Mookie Betts homers and then scores the winning run. Paul Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and the rest of our crew. Joe Davis saying so long from Dodger Stadium. Scherzer against Fried tomorrow. For now, stay tuned. It's XS Sportsnet Dodgers, presented by your Southern California Ford dealers.